Dear students, I am Dr. Ganesan, Head Department of Economics, Ayanada Janimal College, Sivagasi. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about methods of construction of index number with a reference to unweighted index numbers. Now we are going to discuss about how we can construct index number for weighted index numbers. So before entering into the topic, just we remember or recall the meaning of index numbers. So already we have discussed the meaning of index numbers in the previous video lectures. So here index numbers are specialized averages. Index numbers are specialized averages. It should be always expressed in terms of percentages. So here the index number is a number which indicates the changes in magnitude. Index numbers are very much useful for the policymakers or for the government. For example, you take into account of the government to determine the wage policy, price policy, income policy, taxation and so on. The index numbers are very much useful. And the index numbers are the parameters of an economy. If you want to, or if we want to study an economy or analyze an economy, index numbers are helpful. So with this introduction, now we enter into the topic, methods of construction of index numbers, that to weighted index numbers. So the weighted index numbers, the physical quantities are used as weights. So physical quantities means how much amount of commodity we have purchased against the price prevailed in the market. So the physical quantities are used as weights. So here there are many methods which are given by many statisticians or many people to analyze the weighted index numbers. They are Laspeyres, Passage, Fishers, Marshall-Edgeworth, Kelly's, Bowley's and so on. But this video lecture explains how the weighted index numbers are calculated with the reference to Laspeyres method, Passage method, Fisher's method and Marshall-Edgeworth method. So here first we taken into account of Laspeyres method. So dear students, don't muck up the formula to calculate each and every method. I will give you a simple method to recall and remember how to frame formula to calculate Laspeyres, Passage, Fisher's and Marshall-Edgeworth's index numbers. So here you take into account of Laspeyres method. Laspeyres has given importance to base year quantities. So here under weighted index number we are having two variables, one is price and another one is quantity. And at the same time we are having time period, that is current year and base year. So just you can understand the simple for each and every variable and time period. So price is denoted by P and the quantity is denoted by Q. Current year is denoted by 1 and the base year is denoted by 0. Right? So P means price, Q means quantity, 1 means current year, 0 means base year. Suppose if you are denoting P1, it means it explains prices in the current year. If you are representing P0, it means price in the base year. In the same way, Q1 means quantity in the current year and Q0 means quantity in the base year. This you can remember, right? P means price, Q means quantity, 1 represents current year and 0 represents base year. So here Laspeyres has given importance to base year quantities. So according to Laspeyres, base year quantity is taken as weight. Base year quantity is taken as weight. That means now you can remember what is the simple formula for calculating index number with the help of simple aggregate method. So here the formula is sigma P01 equal to sigma P1 by sigma P0 into 100. So this is a simple formula for calculating index number, that is unweighted index numbers. Right? So from the formula, now we derive formula for Laspeyres, Passage, Fishers and Marshall-Edgeworth. So here under last pair method, base year quantity is taken as weight. So now we can give symbol for base year quantity. Quantity is denoted by Q and the base year is denoted by 0. So if you put Q naught, it represents base year quantity. So here last pair has taken base year quantity as weight. So now what you have to do means both in the numerator as well as in the denominator you multiply by Q naught in the simple formula. So the simple formula is P naught 1 equal to sigma P1 by sigma P naught. Now you can multiply both in the numerator as well as in the denominator by Q naught. So the formula for last pair we will derive. So the formula for last pair is P naught 1 equal to sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into 100. So this is the formula for calculating last pair method. Here P1 equal to current year price, P naught equal to base year price and Q naught equal to base year quantity. Now in the same way we have to derive the formula for passage method. Here passage has given importance to current year quantity. So here according to passage, current year quantity is taken as weight. So here what is the symbol we are using for current year quantity? Q1 is a symbol we use to represent current year quantity. So what is the simple formula? Under simple aggregate method, what is the simple formula to construct index number? P naught 1 equal to sigma P1 divided by sigma P0. So now to derive passage formula, what we have to do means we have to multiply Q1 both in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So now the formula to calculate passage method is P naught 1 equal to sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Already I explained about what do you mean by P1, Q1, what do you mean by P1, P naught, Q naught, and now Q1 equal to current year quantity. So far we have discussed about how to derive formula for last pair and passage. So simply you can remember last pair has given importance to base year quantity. So he has taken base year quantity as weight. Under passage he has given importance to current year quantity and he has taken current year quantity as weight. So now from the last pair and passage formula we can derive formula for Fishers and Marshall-Edgeworth. Now we will discuss how we can derive formula for Fisher index number. So here Fisher index is an ideal index. Here Fisher index is an ideal index. Why it's an ideal index, that we will discuss in the new video lecture or in a separate video lecture. So here Fisher has taken the geometric mean of last pairs and passage formula. So here simply you can remember P naught 1, that is for Fisher formula, P naught 1 is equal to under root of L into P. So here the under root of last pair formula, it should be multiplied by passage formula into 100. So that is equal to Fisher's formula. So here the formula is P naught 1 equal to under root of sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. The 100 should be out of root. So first you write and you put under root and you write last pair formula first. You put multiplication symbol and then you write passage formula, then out of root multiplied by 100. So this is a formula for calculating Fisher's ideal index. And now we can derive the formula for Marshall-Edgeworth. So here Marshall-Edgeworth has taken the sum of the numerator values of last pair and passage, and it should be taken as the numerical value for Marshall-Edgeworth. And Marshall-Edgeworth has taken the denominator values of both last pair and passage, and the total should be taken as the denominator value for their formula. So now the formula for Marshall-Edgeworth method is P naught 1 equal to sigma P1 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 the whole divided by sigma P naught Q naught plus sigma P1 Q1 into 100. So this is a formula for calculating Marshall-Edgeworth method. So please remember students, first you can remember the simple aggregate method formula. It is P01 equal to sigma P1 divided by sigma P0 into 100. So with the help of this formula, we can derive formula for the weighted index numbers. So now I explain how we can estimate last pair index, passage index, Fisher's index and Marshall-Edgeworth index with the help of a sum. So here the sum is given as commodity. There are 4 commodities are given. Here prices and quantities in 2015 and 2018 are given. So 2015 is the base year and 2018 is the current year. So under 2015 the prices are 20, 20, 50, 40, 20 and the quantity are 8, 10, 15, 20. And 2018 the prices are 40, 60, 50 and 20 and the quantity are 6, 5, 15, 25. So now here what you have to do means here 4 values you have to calculate, that is sigma P1 Q0, sigma P0 Q0, sigma P1 Q1 and sigma P0 Q1. These are the 4 values we have to calculate to find out all 4 indices, that is last year, passage, Fisher's and Marshall-Edgeworth index numbers. So here 2015 is taken as base year. So price in 2015 is denoted by P0 and the quantity in the base year is denoted by Q0 and 2018 is the current year. So prices in the current year is taken as P1 and the quantity in the current year is denoted by Q1. So first we have to estimate P1 Q0 and P0 Q0. So simply you can remember here, first you can remember the last pair formula. And the last pair formula in the numerator we are having sigma P1 Q0 and in the denominator we are having sigma P0 Q0. Then you take the passage formula. In the numerator we are having P1 Q1 and in the denominator we are having P0 Q1. So these 4 things only we are going to estimate. So first you can make 4 columns. First column P1 Q0, second column P0 Q0 and third column P1 Q1 and the fourth column P0 Q1. So here P1 Q0 is represents the current year prices should be multiplied by base year quantity, right? P1 Q0 means current year prices, that is prices in the 2018 should be multiplied with the quantity in 2015. So here the values are 320, 600, 750, 400. So here the P1 Q0 values are 320, 600, 750, 400. Then after calculating all these values, you can take the sum of P1 Q0. So here the sum of P1 Q0 is equal to 2070, that is 2070. Then now we have to take the product of P0 and Q0. So P0 is the base year price and Q0 means the base year quantity. Now we have to multiply the base year price with the base year quantity. So here the values are 160, 500, 600, 400. Now we have to sum up all the P0 Q0 values that will provide sigma P0 Q0. So that is equal to 1660. So now we have to estimate P1 Q1. So how we can estimate P1 Q1? We can multiply the current year price with the current year quantity. So here the current year quantity, that is P1, it should be multiplied with Q1. The values are 240, 300, 750, 500. Then after estimating P1 Q1 value, we have to take the sum of P1 Q1. It will provide sigma P1 Q1. So here the sigma P1 Q1 value is equal to 1790. Then now we have to estimate P0 Q1 value. So here the base year price should be multiplied with current year quantity. So now the values are 120, 250, 600 and 500. So now we have to take the sum of all P0 Q1 values. It will provide sigma P0 Q1. So that is equal to 1470. So now we have estimated all the values which we need to estimate last year passage, Fisher's and Marshall-Edgeworth index numbers. So here the sigma P1 Q0 is equal to 2070 sigma P0 Q0 is equal to 1660 and sigma P1 Q1 is equal to 1790 and sigma P0 Q1 is equal to 1470. Now we have to substitute the values in each and every formula. So first you substitute the values in the Laspeyres formula. So Laspeyres formula is equal to P01 equal to sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into 100. So the sigma P1 Q0 value is equal to 2070 and sigma P0 Q0 value is equal to 1660. So now you can substitute the value 2070 divided by 1660 into 100. So that is equal to 124.7. So this is the index number for Laspeyres. Then we have to substitute values in the passage formula to find out passage index. So here passage formula is P01 equal to sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. So here the sigma P1 Q1 value is equal to 1790 and sigma P1 Q1 sigma P0 Q1 value is equal to 1470. And now you substitute the values in the numerator in the numerator 1790 and in the denominator 1470 multiplied by 100, so that is equal to 121.77. So this is the index number for passage method. So now we have to estimate Fisher's index. So here the formula is P01 equal to under root of sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. So now you substitute the values here 2070 divided by 1660 into 1790 divided by 1470 into 100. So 100 should be out of root. So you can take the quotient value of 2070 divided by 1660, that is equal to 1.247, and the quotient value for 1790 divided by 1470 value is equal to 1.218. It is under root. So under root of 1.247 into 1.218 into 100. So that is equal to, first you can multiply the values which are in under root or which are in root. So here the product between 1.247 into 1.218, that is equal to 1.5188 into 100. So now you can remove root for 1.5188. The value is 1.2324. It should be multiplied by 100. So the Fisher index number is 123.24. So now we estimate the index number for Marshall-Edgeworth. The formula is P01 equal to sigma P1 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0 plus sigma P0 Q1 into 100. So that is equal to the values on the numerator. You take 2070 plus 1790 divided by, and in the denominator 1660 plus 1470 into 100. So the sum of the numerator value is equal to 3860 and the sum of the denominator value is equal to 3130. Now you can divide 3860 by 3130 and multiply by 100. So the division value is equal to 1.2332 into 100. So the index number for Marshall-Edgeworth is 123.32. So in this way we can estimate index numbers. Thank you, friends.